Hi, hello. What's going on? How are you? What's up in your world? You know, we are in whatever week we're in of the quarantine, and things are beginning to get back to some sense of normal, get back on track, whatever that is. We're going to develop a new sense of normal. But in the meantime, some of us are struggling with additional anxiety. Some of us are struggling with being more sedentary. I know that I have definitely done some binge watching that I might not ordinarily do, and not been as active as I should be. Snacking on stuff I shouldn't snack on. So, you know, is your stomach bloated? Are you having excessive gas? Are you struggling to go to the bathroom? Have you gained a few pounds? Well, we're going to talk about how to get your gut together, get it right. Alright, well, thanks so much for tuning in to another weekly wellness video. I'm Wendy, and this is my space, Holistic and Well. I'm outside again because I just dig being outside, and I love all the natural sounds and the birds. The dogs might bark, and they're still in dog whisperer training, so bear with us. But I appreciate you being here. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So we're going to talk about cultivating better health through herbalism, intentional wellness, and self-healing. So that is going to be what we're going to talk about, is how we can do some self-healing of our stomach, getting our gut right. So my very first suggestion, tip, trick, hack, whatever you want to call it, is something that I utilize all the time. Especially when I travel and I might indulge in foods that I don't ordinarily indulge in, or maybe I'm not as active as I normally would be, or I drink more alcohol than I normally do, and that is Mag 07. This is a wonderful product. It is a magnesium-based supplement that basically takes oxygen and flushes out your digestive tract without the pain and the cramping and the discomfort that can come along with other products that are out there. This is supernatural. Now, this is not going to be the magnesium that is going to give you some relief with your nervous system. This is going, remember I've talked to you about that it's a natural muscle relaxer. Well, bing, bang, boom, your bowels are big muscles, and this helps to relax them babies. But it does it by flushing it out with oxygen. This is wonderful. I keep this on hand all the time, and I've actually utilized it in the last couple of days. The wonderful thing about Mag 07 is you can use it on a daily basis if you are working towards getting your gut to a more healthy place, and it's non-addictive or habit-forming. It's just a natural supplement to really help your stomach and your digestive tract do its thing. Go get you some, have it on hand. All right, the next product that I really like and I utilize on a real regular basis, it's called Digestive Bitters. And this is going to be something that if you really struggle with like gas or bloating, or if there are certain foods that you just stay away from because it makes you so uncomfortable, Digestive Bitters can really help. There are certain chemicals and enzymes that are within certain foods that trigger our stomach to release fluids and juices to begin the digestive process. And this is just a little simple reminder that says, hey stomach, get busy. This one is one that I put together that has got grapefruit, dandelion. Dandelion is awesome, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a bit. And cocoa. Cocoa is another one. And you know what? I love dark chocolate, and I have really incorporated dark chocolate into my diet on a regular basis. So when I discovered that bitters are made with cocoa, I'm like, hell yeah, let's get it going. So Digestive Bitters, and I'm going to put more information in the description box so that you can educate yourself on the hows and whys of why Digestive Bitters are good for you. All right, so the third supplement that I really wanted to talk about and share with you, it's called Liver Health. And this one is through Herb Farm. They are a really awesome company. I'm going to put the link in the description for you so you can go take a look at their products. Most of their ingredients are organic, and they are ethically grown and harvested. And this has got some really good stuff in it. So much I'm going to share and talk about each one with you really quick. Fennel is very, very rich in vitamin C, and it also helps your liver protect itself against harmful chemicals. Think about everything that we're consuming and the processed part of it, and the food coloring and the dyes, even just aspartame. I mean, ugh. So fennel really helps your liver to expel that and get rid of it and get it out of your body. Toxins. It's going to get rid of toxins. All right, Schisandra berry. That is a really magnificent plant. Does a lot of great stuff. It helps with inflammation. It helps to balance your hormones. There are many, many foods on the market, and I'm not going to name them because I don't want to have anybody legally knocking on my door, but do some research about what some of these foods have in them. Some of them actually change your hormonal makeup, and that is a huge thing, because if you think about it, if you have a woman whose estrogen becomes imbalanced and other hormones are overtaking that or decreased, that changes everything in your body. It changes the balance, and we are a fine oiled machine that needs things to be in balance. Do some research, check it out. So Schisandra berry, it also helps with improving your immune system, and it helps your adrenal glands. Now for me, as someone that has adrenal fatigue, that's super important, because you can't get your adrenals back to where they were. All you can really do is work with them from where they are, get them a little bit better, and so that is huge. And your adrenals are what secrete your cortisol and your adrenaline, and if you are having too much of that in your system because of high anxiety, things like adrenal fatigue creep in. So Schisandra berry is a really good one to take on a regular basis. All right, so we're coming back to dandelion. Dandelion really helps if you have a fatty liver. If you have a fatty liver, that's usually because you've got a little bit too much weight around your abdominal area. And that's not healthy. It's not good. It makes your liver overwork. Google fatty liver. It's disgusting. And you're going to be like, ugh. And it's going to really incentivize you to do something different. It also helps with reducing cholesterol. So if you're somebody that struggles with high cholesterol, I'm not suggesting that you go out and just take a bunch of dandelion, but just know that in this particular tincture, dandelion is in there, and it will help support you as you are trying to bring that cholesterol down to a normal place. All right, Oregon grape. It really stimulates the liver and encourages the liver to function at an ultimate place and be effective. And it's also a blood cleaner, which is really important if you're somebody that has something that is related to blood illness, like lymph nodes, HIV, leukemia, that kind of thing. Again, this is not an end-all be-all. That's not what I'm saying, but it's a supplement and it's a support to you to help your body function more efficiently and effectively. All right, and the last one is good old milk thistle. I think a lot of people utilize milk thistle in an incorrect way. They go out on a drinking adventure, and they come in and they gulp down milk thistle to try to clear out their liver. That's not how you're supposed to utilize it. You're supposed to utilize it on a regular basis to help support your liver to function at an ultimate place on a day-to-day basis. But it does help with getting rid of alcohol that is in your system. If you're somebody that has hepatitis, milk thistle is a really good one. Let's see, cancer. If you're struggling with cancer, milk thistle will help your liver get rid of and detoxify those cells that are harmful to you, that do cause cancer or are supporting the cancer growth in your body. So, liver health. I'm going to put the link so you can go find it. Now, the last two suggestions are about what you're eating. So you want to be able to have some prebiotic and some probiotics in your world. What's the difference? All right, so prebiotics are going to be the foods that feed the healthy bacteria in your gut. And so that's going to be stuff like onions and garlic and apples and bananas. That's a few that comes to mind that I utilize on almost a daily basis. So the prebiotics is what feeds the healthy bacteria, and then the probiotics, that is the healthy bacteria. As I was on my journey to wellness back, I want to say 2016, I had discovered, I had known about kombucha, but I had never really utilized it on a regular basis. And so I literally drank probably this size kombucha on a daily basis for about 6 months. Funny story. So November of 2016, it was girl trip time. We almost always take our girls trip in November. And we were going to Jamaica. And I was just getting to a place of where my stomach was not as pissed off. My bowels were regular. So when I tell you I was full of shit, sometimes it was literal. But what I did is I bought 7 jars of the kombucha I was utilizing at the time. And I want to say it was the coconut lime. I really like that one. And I packed them and took them to Jamaica with me. And I put a note in my baggage that said, please do not confiscate. This is for my health. And they didn't. And so I was able to have my kombucha while I was in Jamaica. And I was very aware and cognizant of how much liquor I was drinking. I wasn't drinking a lot of liquor because I was really on a mission to get my stomach feeling better. One of the most miserable feelings in the world, and I know there's some of you out there that can relate, is having stomach issues that are about cramping and bloating and that you cannot eliminate. That's one of the most miserable feelings in the world. Kombucha will help you get on a regular track and be able to alleviate some of those symptoms in combination with lifestyle changes. Other probiotics are going to be Greek yogurt. I eat Greek yogurt pretty much every day, and I can either eat it with fruit, I blob it on and utilize it like sour cream. I utilize it for dip. I mix ranch dip with it. So I utilize Greek yogurt in a lot of ways because, first of all, it's really great protein. I use the whole milk, which has got really good fat for you. So if you're keto, you already know that. And it is really good for your gut. So Greek yogurt. Other probiotics can be the kimchi, sauerkraut, pickles if they're made with salt and water and fermented with salt and water. Miso. Miso is something that's served in a lot of Asian restaurants, and it's a soy-based probiotic that is going to be helpful and healthy to you. Miso is really good, but I'm not able to tolerate soy, so a lot of those choices are really limited for me. So I just stick with the kombucha. They sell kombucha in these 16-ounce bottles, and I think it's with the intention that you're going to sip on this and drink most of it, even though the nutritional facts say that, well, this one actually says its serving size is 1 bottle. Most of them will say serving size is 2 in the 16-ounce bottles. But you really shouldn't drink all of that in one day. You should have about 4 ounces of kombucha on an empty stomach. And that way you're not digesting it as a beverage, but instead you are able to have those really helpful things go into your empty stomach and feed the bacteria in your stomach. And not drink it as a beverage. Because it is good. It's fermented green tea. Sometimes gives you a little buzz if you're on an empty stomach. But there's lots of flavors, and this one I think is elderberry and jasmine and violet. It's really yummy, and I like the bottle. It's cute. All right, so that kind of wraps up the different things that you can do to get your gut right. I know there's lots of information out there about cleanses and detox this and smoothie that, and I'm not saying that those things don't work, but are they realistic on a long-term basis? Usually not. The things that I've talked about today are very realistic on a long-term basis, and they also promote health, and not just about losing weight or detoxing, but they actually are promoting wellness in your body, because we've got all these different systems, and we need to make sure that our gut, which is our main brain, is healthy and doing well. If you've got any questions or comments, please list them below. I want to hear from you guys. If you've enjoyed this, you know what to do. So until next time, stay holistic and well, and we'll chat again. Take care. Bye-bye.